Episode 6 could have been pretty funny if it wasn't for one character who's going through some seriously messed up stuff right now, and today we're going to figure out why Jax is actually such a disgusting jerk, what really went down in this episode, and what we're going to see next. Like we remember from that old so-called leak from Gooseworx, episode 6 is mostly about Jax, and judging by what we saw, that's 100% true, and we gotta break down how Jax slowly went from a pretty chill and easy to talk to partner to this nasty piece of work who's doing everything he can to mess up the head of someone who thought he was their friend. Like I said before, episode 6 was supposed to kick off right from that Pomni and Jax walking scene, and even at that point we already saw the first signs that Jax hasn't changed one bit.
Making good use of your parts gimmick, huh?
Oh, shut up.
What are you doing up there?
I'm hiding from Kane. Kane's been checking up on my room lately. When I don't answer, he just starts singing Daisy Bell in front of my door. It's creepy.
Does he really do that?
I don't know. Let's ask him. Hey, Kane!
In the previous episode, it might have seemed like this rabbit was actually starting to chill out and be more genuine. I was sure that after losing his best friend Jax was just looking for comfort in all his teasing and jokes, and meeting Pomni could have been his lifeline. But episode 6 showed us why those theories were doomed from the start, and I'm definitely going to tell you what it all really means. But before that, we gotta prep a bit because it's way more complicated than it looks. Literally just a couple minutes after that scene, we got another classic Zooble and Jax convo.
I want the ability to have sex.
No way. Are we finally having this conversation?
A couple seconds later, Jax straight up shot Regatha without a hint of doubt. Y'all remember Jax's so-called special attitude toward Gangle. Nothing changed in the new episode, and in episode 6, Jax once again tried to get close to her for one obvious reason everyone could see. Good thing Zooble stepped in just in time and pretty much saved Gangle. Honestly, there's been this pattern for a while now that's slowly leading us toward a Jax versus Zooble showdown, and I'm sure that's going to play a big role later. But today we're talking about something completely different. And now we've finally gotten to one of the most important scenes of episode 6.
You know none of this is real, right?
Oh, what do you mean? Like the circus?
The game today is literally to shoot each other. So what's the point in taking this moral high ground? Why do you care about that?
About not hurting my friends?
Look, I know what it's like. One day you're somebody in the real world doing important things, and then the next you're just a weird little cartoon jester. You want to hold on to that part of you that still thinks it's part of that world. But in the end, what does it get you? Ragatha tries to be all nice and friendly, but she gets torn up every other adventure.
We're still people, though, right?
I thought we were at first, but as time goes on, we just end up falling into our archetypes, become part of the machine.
What's your archetype, then? The villain?
Listen, I add a key dynamic. I see how far I can push things. I screw with people, and I break the fourth wall. You want to know why? It's 'cause it's funny. I do everything 'cause it's funny. 'Cause I'm the funny one.
The funny one?
Yeah. Ragatha's the cheerful one, Gangle's the sad one, Kinger's the crazy one, Zooble's the grumpy one, and you are the one who hasn't figured that out yet. We all just became archetypes. I at least have the self-awareness to choose who I am.
At that point, it could still seem like everything between Jax and Pomni was totally fine, and the more experienced digital circus resident was just giving her some tips on how to handle herself in this so-called trap. On top of that, we get that Jax is actually fully aware of everything going on around him, and, by his own words, that's exactly why he acts the way we've seen through all the episodes. But it's way more complicated than that. His behavior ain't just because he understands reality. It's also driven by this creepy fear of what's most likely going to happen to him, and episode 6 shows that better than anything else. But let's break it all down, step by step. Everything's going pretty normal up until that quick little convo between Jax and Regatha.
Howdy, howdy.
I know exactly what you're doing with Pomni, and it'll never work.
Huh?
You know, getting close with Pomni. To corrupt her. Wait, no, wait! Oh, wow, I didn't actually think that'd work.
Regatha's words and that weird, almost animalistic anger really make you question how truthful they are and what they actually mean for Jax. At first, it seemed super strange that instead of Jax's usual jokes, he literally lost control. Given what we're about to see next, I'm pretty sure that line isn't even about our jester, but about Jax's so-called best friend, who's becoming more and more important with each episode for the story that's still unfolding. Honestly, I'm kinda bummed that episode 6 still didn't dive deeper into this, but that dialogue and the reference give us a better understanding of Jax's personality, which will be revealed a bit later. But the question is, how sincere are his words really? After this scene, I started paying way closer attention to the relationships in this team, and if you think about it, things were relatively chill, and Jax really was like a genuine buddy sharing stuff about himself with Pomni. And that scene by Zubal's door? Straight up a masterpiece, gotta be counted among the legendary 3D animation scenes of all time. By the way, how do y'all feel about this look for Zubal? And right after that, they kinda dive a bit deeper into the real reason behind Jax's behavior.
Ow.
I can get him.
Wait!
Trust me, partner, I got this.
We can clearly see that the moment Jax looks at anyone who's already turned into an abstracted monster, his state instantly gets way worse. And before we circle back to that, we gotta remember the most dramatic scene not just in episode 6, but in the whole digital circus.
Oh, we make such a good team.
Well, to be fair, our competition wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, true. I suppose this is the part where one of us betrays the other.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you can betray me.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a mutual thing.
Nah, go on, do it.
I don't really want to.
Lame! Come on, I thought you were cool.
We could just be winners as a team.
We're not a team, come on.
What do you mean? Yes, we are.
Delusional.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you because I thought it was funny. Now are you gonna shoot me or what?
Did I do something wrong?
You sound like Ragatha right now. No wonder we're not a team.
No, I mean, we were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not committing. Do it.
If I shoot you right now, are we still gonna be friends afterwards?
We were never friends.
What about all that stuff you told me?
Yeah, I did tell you a lot, didn't I?
What would you do if I abstracted tomorrow?
I'd move on. And probably forget about you.
Despite all his aggression, all those words aimed at Pomni, Jax ended up trying to justify with a joke the moment he saw Pomni was actually hurt. Honestly, as much as we don't want to admit it, it's the truth, and we got totally convinced after their fight and what Jax said to Pomni at the end. That was the first time we saw Jax so furious and nasty that you just want to smack him right through the screen. But to really wrap up what's actually going on with Jax, we still gotta go back to that scene with the favorite character awards.
Without honorable mentions and subcategories. That's right, it's bad! Unlike my show, which is good.
God, you look stupid.
And now we finally get that Jax is straight up scared. That whole reaction to the rooms of those already gone from the digital circus comes from pure fear for his own life. All that aggression, all that refusal to accept any friendship, it's 'cause behind the mask of the cool fun guy is a terrified kid. Honestly, Ribbit's abstracting had a massive impact on Jax's behavior. I'm not gonna say why it happened or if it's Jax's fault, but the fact that he's already gone through losing so many close peeps freaks him out big time. The final scene proves that everything we saw before was only partly the truth. He really doesn't want to get close to anyone and he's doing everything to push everyone away, but not because he's some kind of bad guy or anything. It's because he's scared of history repeating itself. If that pain hits him again, chances are Jax won't handle it and will just end up like those others. This episode seriously changes a lot and makes us think about the bigger stuff going down in the digital circus. As usual, drop your thoughts on Jax in the comments and see you soon.